Hello everyone and welcome back to another reaction video. My name is Velcro and I want to remind you that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. You know where to click the button down below. It really helps the channel a lot and it keeps me motivated to keep on doing these videos. Today we're going to be reacting to more Sabaton. This is The Attack of the Dead Men live from London. I know a little bit about the story that this song talks about. This is referring to World War One, the Battle of the Fortress of Osowich. I think that's how you pronounce it. But basically, it's a pretty, while in a sense heroic story, it's also pretty gruesome. Basically, the Attack of the Dead Man is the name that was given to the counterattack launched by the Russian forces against the Germans. Basically, what happened was that the Russians were defending a fortress, the Osowich fortress, and the Germans bombarded them with, I think it was poison gas, I think it was chlorine gas. And what ended up happening was that basically the Russians didn't really have any gas masks or any protection against the poison gas. And so they used their shirts and like their shirts, and I think they used to soak them in water and urine and stuff, but that obviously didn't work much. And what ended up happening was that after this whole bombardment of gas and artillery, the Germans decided to take the fortress. And apparently this was like the records of this by the German soldiers that survived this battle, that were in this battle. The reports are pretty harrowing because they talk like because of the chlorine in the gas. They said that the grass had turned black, and basically anything that was alive there, either frogs or insects or birds, like they were their bodies were dead on the ground. And obviously they were walking amongst a bunch of Russian soldiers, dead soldiers, or at least they thought so. And they say that it was basically like walking through hell itself in a way. And then what ends up happening is that some of these Russian soldiers had survived the poison gas. I mean, surviving in a way because they basically knew they were dead by this point, or they were going to die anyway. And they rise up and do a counterattack, a charge against the German soldiers. And basically, the retelling of this is that these Russian soldiers that pretty much launch a suicide attack. In a sense, it wasn't really suicidal because they knew they were going. It was in a way a suicide attack, but they knew they were going to die anyway, because of the poison gas. So basically they stand up and they charge against the Germans, and the Germans were so terrified of this because I mean, imagine you're walking through basically this hellscape, and then a bunch of guys that you thought were dead rise up to fight you. It's like fighting demons or zombies or whatever. And especially because these guys, the retellings are super gruesome. They said that some of the guys were coughing blood, coughing parts of their lungs because of the chlorine acid combined with the humidity of the lungs was causing like a reaction that they were basically spewing and coughing parts of their lungs like flesh, and obviously this was the gas itself had eaten through their flesh as well. So you're basically fighting a bunch of zombies, and the Germans soldiers that were walking after this, working throughout the fortress and throughout the bodies after this bombardment, were so terrified of this that they actually decided to run back and run basically in panic. And they were so scared, and the panic was so much that they actually ran into their own barbed wire, serpentine wire. And I think they were a lot of them were killed by some of the Russians' guns that were still working because they got trapped in their own barbed wire. So super in a way, again, heroic story, but also super gruesome in the same way. So I guess that without further ado, let's hear it.
the ultimate weapon of cruelty. A highly effective delivery system of a slow and painful death. This time, a fortress and its few defenders would suffer its horrible consequences. Out of the poisonous cloud came an army of men who should already have been dead.
And I love their stage. Oh, that's cool. There's a thunder in the east. It's silent crack over the seas. They've been facing poison gas. 7,000 charging mass. Heard the tide of the attack and forced the enemy to turn back. And that's when the dead men are marching again. Just what I was talking about. Super cool pre-chorus and first verse. Obviously talking about what I just said, the Battle of Auschwitz. Man, I love the fact that they're using, like, again, I said it before, I love their whole stage with the tank and the sandbags and like the barbed wire and the whole setup like it's a war. And I love the way they're using gas masks because this obviously they're talking about a gas attack on this song. And I think the name of the singer is Joaquin or Joaquin, and I think that's his name. I love the way he's using, like, he has like this, I guess in a way flamethrower, I'm guessing, or just like a gasser in a way, gas gun. And he's also like wearing the mask, but he's singing. So I wonder, I guess he has like a wireless microphone or something inside the mask, which is super super cool, by the way. Super good chorus, man. I love the fact that they use like they have these the guitar and the guitars and the bass player also singing this chorus, because them making songs of war, they need them to sound epic, and one way to have like an epic chorus is have all your members basically sing it with you, and that way you give it that epic feeling in the voices. Super super cool. Hindenburg against the Tsar, moving 12 battalions large into a Russian countercharge. They'll be fighting for their lives as their enemy revives. Russians won't surrender, no, dragging fear into their foe. That's when the dead men are marching again. Oh yeah. I wonder if, sorry that I stopped in the solo, but I found funny that the singer Joaquin was walking up the stairs and he decided to stop the cymbal. I wonder if that was like he actually used, like, he was falling and decided to use it as a support a little bit, or he actually was stopping the cymbal there. I'm going back so we can hear the whole solo again. Oh yeah. love the crowd getting involved in the chant. Super super cool. I also love that the way that they on the last part of the solo they change the tempo on the drums, and the bass and the other guitar lock immediately into the drums. That was super cool. Hell yeah. Super cool, man. Love the crowd involvement right there at the end. I love that right at the end of the solo when they were playing both guitars were doing the harmonies of the solo. The crowd was chanting the solo, which is super super cool. It's always really cool to see, and it's always that I think one of those things that this type of band do pretty well is that they write solos that are kind of simple, but with the intention that the crowd can also chant to the solo, which is super super cool. Love this one as always. Sabaton, really really cool with their whole historical background to their songs, and obviously the music amazing. I think that they are a super simple band, but they do it perfectly. So I mean, great again. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave down in the comments what else do you want me to react to. I guess that will be all for today. Bye bye.